Well, when you think of Longhorn Steakhouse, you probably picture a big old juicy steak that's seasoned perfectly, and they are legendary at preparing steaks, but they also do a pretty mean salmon. And this time of year, as we like to lighten things up, salmon is certainly very popular. Here with some tips, Grill Master Jeff Jackson. Jeff, great to have you back on Daytime.
It's good to be here. Good to be here.
Man, always a good steak at Longhorn, which you do so well, but you also do a wonderful salmon.
Yeah, so we just started, we know that people are trying to eat a little bit lighter. It's the new year. So we just introduced our new Blackened Salmon, and we really just want to showcase that and let people know that they can come to Longhorn and get something on the lighter side. Of course, if they want something hearty, we've got that too.
Yes, you do. But when you do your salmon, you also pair it with a nice broccoli, some rice, so you really do that full meal on the lighter side.
Sure. And we can, so we have those side items, and so definitely if people are looking for that lighter option, we can take care of them. And we're not going to sacrifice flavor on there either, because we've got our new Blackened Seasoning. It's proprietary to Longhorn, just like our 6 other ones, so now we have 7.
Ooh, nice. All right, so we're going to make a little salmon here. Where are we going to start, Jeff?
All right, so we've got our saute pan here. So we use a flat top grill at the restaurant, but a saute pan works just fine. You want to make sure it's about a medium heat, so you want to make sure it's hot. We got some canola oil here, so we're going to pour a little bit of that in there. And then we have our salmon and our Blackened Seasoning.
Okay, and when you're doing a salmon and you've got seasoning, you said do it pretty liberally here.
Yes, you don't want to be shy with it. You want to get a good seasoning on there, and that's what you're looking for. You want that sear when that food hits the skillet.
Okay, so get that skillet nice and hot, and I noticed you used a canola oil, so you said that's a little bit more healthy, so you want to keep those things in mind if you're doing a salmon at home.
Right. And so we'll let that cook really about 3 or 4 minutes per side. Depends on the thickness of the fish, so a little bit thicker piece, obviously you're going to have to cook it a little bit longer, but so we'll cook it on that side, we'll flip it over and cook it some, and then we'll actually peel that skin off. So the reason why we keep the skin on is it actually keeps the fish holding together, so it's not going to fall apart on you on the grill and stuff like that. But salmon's a great fish to use for the grill. You know, there's other fish you can use. Salmon, tuna is also a good fish to use for that too.
Well, and I feel like that fish is, along with tuna, a very hardy fish.
It is. It's very hardy. So that, like a fish like a flounder or something, you really wouldn't want to use because it's a little softer texture. And it's going to fall apart on you on the grill.
And one thing about salmon is you can, a lot of people may be intimidated by some fish. Salmon seems to be one of those that's a little bit more mistake friendly. It seems like it will handle a little bit of the the folks that aren't really good at grilling something like a typical fish.
And it's pretty easy to handle. It's not real hard to cook. You just got to make sure you get your temperature right. You don't want to have it too hot. Of course, you don't want to have it too low either. You want that nice sear on there so you get that seasoning will stick on there really well. So,
okay.
I know we do have some of our seasonings sitting out here. So this is actually our Blackened Seasoning. And then we have our char grill seasoning. So we use that for all of our bone steaks that we cook on an open flame.
Okay.
And then we have our grill seasoning right there that we put on our steaks we cook on the flat top. So we have our filet right there, have our outlaw ribeye. It's an 18-ounce bone in.
I think that was the one Chris was drooling over a little earlier.
Exactly. Yeah, he was definitely checking that out.
And then on the end, that's the finished dish?
Yes, that's the Blackened Salmon. So we've got it paired with some broccoli there, and then of course rice pilaf underneath.
All right, and speaking of the sides, I couldn't help but notice the nice big bowl there of a macaroni and cheese. One
of our best-selling dishes is the Steakhouse macaroni and cheese. Got a lot of good flavors in there. We got some bacon, a 4-cheese sauce. It's fantastic.
It is, and it's like seared on the top. It's so delicious.
Yeah, so we put that provolone cheese on top, and then we have a garlic breadcrumb that we toast it with. Hard to beat.
It is hard to beat. Of course, if you're lightening up, you may want to stay to the sides of that a little bit. All right, well, we're going to let you go ahead and continue working on this salmon, and we'll be back here in just a little bit to show everybody some of the finished products. And don't forget, you can always check out Longhorn right here in Johnson City, or the one in Kingsport. Check out their website as well for more information.